Hi to both of you. I'll just have a couple of quick questions for you today. And first I'll tilt them so they're facing in the right direction. You discussed decibel levels with Commission Counsel during the protests. Were decibel levels ever measured inside of your apartment, Ms. Li?
Yes, they were.
They were? By
Yes.
who?
Me, myself.
How did you do that?
Through decibel measuring devices downloaded onto my phone. These devices, these applications had been researched to be comparable to actual physical decibel testing devices.
Can you give me the names of those applications that you used?
Off the top of my head, I believe one was called Decibel X or something along those lines.
Can I get an undertaking? Is that possible in this context? I hadn't checked.
Our rules do not provide for
Yeah, okay.
parties to request undertakings during examination.
All right, so you say you used multiple decibel apps?
There was two, I believe it was called Decibel X. However, it's been some time.
Okay, and do you remember what exactly the decibel reading was?
The decibel readings, from my memory, ranged from approximately 75 decibels to, at times, 85 or 90.
Okay. When speaking with Commission Counsel earlier, you began to describe how you had been pleading with the protesters and said there's a certain frustration when the people that are supposed to help you aren't helping you. Do you recall making that statement?
Yes, I do.
Who were the people who were supposed to help you?
Those people were the Ottawa Police and Bylaw Services.
And what were they supposed to be doing?
They were, from my understanding as a resident, citizen, and taxpayer, they were supposed to be supporting us and making sure us as the public and the community feel safe and that the laws are upheld. And
what laws did you feel weren't being upheld?
There were issues with noise, idling, parking, etc., illegal fireworks, illegal fires, public urination, public defecation, harassment on the streets, soup kitchens.
And there just wasn't any enforcement in your mind of those laws prohibiting those behaviors?
A lot of the time, I had spoken to officers directly. I had made calls to bylaws specifically detailing the incidences that were occurring. In one such occasion, I described fireworks in the vicinity of gasoline and other open fires, as well as things like alcohol and drugs. So that, to me, presented a safety issue, and therefore I reported it. However, as a result of my report, nothing came to it, and I was informed that the officers on the ground were to keep things safe despite the reality of the situation.
So in essence, the complaints that you made didn't result in enforcement?
No.
And you mentioned that you obtained an injunction in the context of your class action lawsuit that prohibited honking, and that for a time after the injunction was granted, the honking diminished, but it returned after a time. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And would it be fair to say that it returned after a time because your injunction wasn't being enforced?
I would say that I can't speak to exactly why it occurred, but I would feel that enforcement would be a contributing factor.
Did you see any enforcement of your injunction?
No.
All right, those are my questions. Thank you.